Alright, here we go. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Trumpman 2024. Make sure you like this video, like this video down below. And subscribe to the channel if you are new. So the RNC has made some changes, have made some major changes, and now we see a newly elected chairman. Ron McDaniel is gone. We have officially repealed and replaced the entire MIC establishment. Who was responsible for the 2022 disaster and plenty of other problems within the Republican Party, whether if it was removing Kevin McCarthy, replacing him with Mike Johnson, whether if it was removing Mitch McConnell or having him step down and replacing with, we don't know. We don't exactly know just yet, or whether it was getting rid of Ron McDaniel, who is a three-time underperformer, 2018, 2020, 2022. Finally, just before 2024, she's getting out of the way. You have a new competent chairman in place to help lead Donald Trump to victory. And you surrounded many successful, capable people around him, and some of the other leadership positions as well, including Laura Trump, who also kind of helps with the Republican Party branding. Branding makes it a little bit more friendly to the Trump base. You got rid of Romney from the leadership. You put a Trump in leadership. It's very fitting, and so many people and the more neoconservative side of things are upset about that. They're calling that nepotism. Oh, but they were okay with Ron Romney McDaniel, but they were okay with having Bush's dynasty exist. And they were comfortable propping them up, but because you had somebody who was qualified, that happens to have the last name Trump, and in leadership, they're not too happy about it, despite the fact that she has a great deal of consulting experience. She has a very good vision and platform, which we will be talking about in this video. But still, I kind of want to touch base on Michael Wiley, because we talk about winning swing states. There was only one real swing state in the 2020 elections that stayed Republican besides Florida. I'm not going to count like Ohio or Iowa or Texas as swing states, but North Carolina, that was the state that turned a corner when a lot of other states didn't necessarily turn a corner. And part of the reason why is because they had a competent chairman, Michael Wiley, who is the chairman of the North Carolina Republican Party. and North Carolina is a competitive state. So he chaired a competitive state for a sustained amount of time. And you saw 2020, he got Donald Trump elected in North Carolina, and at least he got Mark Robinson elected. He got a lot of Republicans elected in 2022. Got Ted Budd elected, who's one of our better senators. Despite being from North Carolina, which is a swing state, um, and on top of that, he also gotten judges elected that were able to go in there, change the maps, make them more favorable for Republicans. So he's put a sleeper agent on the Democrat side. I think things that and the state house who flipped and became a Republican, and then they redrew the district, and now we Democrats are at a major disadvantage. In North Carolina, because even though they have the governor's mansion, there is a super majority Dem ballot in the state chamber, where Republicans are basically able to run the state themselves. You basically have a Republican shadow governor, and as a result, the state is probably going to move right. You have people that are competent. They're very right in leading they're very MAGA. But still they're competent. And they're getting things done. And that's what you like to see. What we like, MAGA. And we also like competent. When you mix the two together, you're going to have a very successful national Republican Party. We talk about the competent state parties. You have Florida and Texas. To a large degree, those are talked about a lot. A lot. North Carolina not talked about possibly as much, but still the states undergone a lot of changes since 2008. But still, it's actually gotten redder, and that we know, and it seems like it's going to stay red again. But also taking this winning leadership to the national level, because it is true that Ronna McDaniel was the state chair, and state success does not always, correlate to national success, when we know that certain candidates for president who have been governed and regarded to be decent governors, or one big at the governor level, don't always do well and at the national level. You look at people like Mitt Romney, who won Massachusetts at the governor level. and then he got completely kind of just turned into a bust at the national stage and the 2024 primary. So that is true, because but still, Ronnie McDaniel led this state for 2 years. Like, not even only oversaw one election, and that was won because of Donald Trump. By the time she led, the Michigan State Party was weaker, and it continued to get weaker after she left. But still, uh, but still, she was not really all no, sorry, wait, all that good at the national level, and 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 that we are and that we know fundraising was okay for a couple of years, mainly because of Trump, and now what happened now? Trump's kind of out of the picture, even though he's coming back into the picture. And fundraising has been a total disaster. She was a mess. So you need people that are good at fundraising. Don't sabotage candidate. And have decent messaging overall, and you will get that. You will get that with Michael Watley. Even when it's when we even when other states and the midterms didn't do so well for Republicans because of incompetent Republican Party leadership. Well, you got something good in North Carolina, and that fundraising should likely, uh, turn a tide. They had their worst year for fundraising since 1993. Although it is true the next year they had a very big year, but still that's not all that good. So because it's an election year, you need somebody in there who is extremely good with fundraising, does not sabotage certain candidates, does not try to uh, catulate the to the left, and try to outwoke the left in terms of messaging, and you get that Michael Watley. More so than you don't you get don't get people who are aligned with Trump on a lot of things, won't get that won't get in his way, but are still competent, still can raise money, and that's a very good thing, and that's exactly what we've needed for quite some time, because we never had this leadership. Is is not going to be entirely perfect. Uh, you're not going to get your dream pick in every single potential leadership position. But you got to kind of work within the system to get realistic wins and we kind of done that that got rid of Kevin McCarthy, got Johnson. Uh, Is who's much better? I don't know who we're going to get as Senator Majority Leader, so long as not as it's not John Thune or John Cornyn. We'll probably be better off in that department as well. But this is have absolutely huge. This is absolutely huge. A massive needed upgraded all around, and that you've got the co-chair who's also plays to Trump's base as well, because it's Donald Trump's daughter-in-law, Lara Trump. Who sorry, sorry, who has laid out her promises. So many people are saying Lara Trump doesn't know what she's doing. Even though she has experience in consulting, she's worked on many campaigns. It's not like this. It's not like this is a pick, just because of the fact that, oh well, her last name is her last name is Trump, and they say that she doesn't know what she's doing. What she's doing. A lot of these rhinos, a lot of these neocons, and because they're trying to delegitimize the changes for the better within the RNC. But then you watch watch exactly her plan is to go out there and change things. It's pretty much all that we have been complaining about regarding the problems around the McDaniel tenure. So listen to this. So sorry everyone, I can't find the video where Lara Trump has her 4 plans on there. So I gotta do for myself there. So Lara Trump's plan is for out of control voter registration, and that's another thing. That's very important. We need voter registration. So we have so many people across the Midwest who would more likely than not to be Trump voters, who are just simply unregistered to vote. And what you know, tens of millions of non-college educated white voters. That's Trump's base. But you have to get those people registered. Uh, you have to get them out. You have to get them. You have to get them out to vote. Instead, the RNC has done none of that during Trump's tenure. As a result, they have been losing money and losing. You know, so Trump's another plan, and Lara Trump's another plan for legal ballot harvesting, and that's another thing. You need to be doing that. The Democrats will have their system set up. They will harvest ballots. They've been doing this in California for over half a decade. Republicans in California, and you know, some recent elections, they actually been biting back, and they've been doing that, and it's actually worked, or worked out for them. In California, you saw Gavin Newsom, and he won by less than 20 points in California, which has been which has basically been like a D plus 30. And I say because Republicans have done had done a much better job at ballot harvest, and they flipped a lot of congressional seats in California since 2018, because they started to use the Democrats' game to their advantage. So if we are able to do that, where we can, that's going to be a big benefit to the Republican Party. Sorry, background over there is my mother's watching TV down there. So Laura Trump's yet another plan for trained poll watchers, and that's 100% true as well. We're going to have to train a lot of people to make sure that you have election integrity, uh, uh, to restore confidence in the eyes of the American people. And to do so, you're going to need many trained poll watchers. We had that in place at Virginia. Before the governor's election, we saw that happen. It'd be a big benefit if we actually had that. Laura Trump's fourth plan to push huge early voting. So basically, she's saying what we need to start pushing early voting, which is 100% true. I mean, you look at what happened, what Republicans have been doing in Florida, and there's a big early voting push, and there's been Republicans have been have been expanding their margin of victory. They've been beating the Democrats at their own game, and you've seen the same thing in Texas. Republican turnout. In person voting, we like in person voting best, and that's important. But a lot of states, especially all the swing states, they have in person early voting for a week or two before the election. They have in person absentee, you name it, uh, or you can get your ballot. You could drop it off at the polling place, depending on the state. Every state has different laws regarding it, but it's still either way. What it comes down to is beating the Democrats at their game. They will have everybody voting early, and then they still send people to the polls, and on election day, they leave no stone unturned. Republicans, a lot of them will make sure. I mean, make sure to say, oh no, we'll just wait and vote on election day because I don't know why. And then you see these long lines And some people not might not want to stand in those long lines, and Democrats have kind of taken advantage of the more traditional mindset. And by the way, I prefer 1 day voting. I don't like election month because yeah, you don't know what's going to be what's going to happen. You you could have a November surprise, and if people have already voted, even they can technically go in and change their vote, it's still kind of unlikely that that would happen. So either way, these are all the things that the RNC has failed to push for for these are all things the RNC needs to push for. And you have Donald Trump up in the biggest election of his lifetime. He's in the best position politically of his lifetime by every month metric. We cannot afford to mess this up. So the fact that we got that we got rid of Ronna McDaniel, Ronna Romney McDaniel, and that is we replace her with Michael Watley, and his co-chair it's going to be Lara Trump, who has this epic detail platform to go out there and win in November, and if it that is stuck to even partially Donald Trump is going to be even more invisible come November. So always, guys, thanks for watching. Like this video down below, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. And hit the bell for more notifications. So you never miss another video. Follow me on social media. The links are all in the description down below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Troutman 2024 out.